My son and I attended season screenings and went as the Peltzers from Gremlins. Watch how I created this cosplay. It's Christmas time, and I'm going to go to season screenings, and I'm putting together a super fun cosplay with my son today. I am going to be Billy's mom. So I'm putting a gremlin in a blender and I'm going to carry it around with me. I'm going to have like a couple scratch marks on me and green blood in the blender. So I am casting a arm for having it in the blender. So it's going to be super fun. And that's what I'm doing right now for Christmas. And then I got to decorate too. So the first thing I did was got some alginate, and I was going to mix this up and then pour it into this tube right here and then stick the arm into the tube and let it set up. So that's what I did, made a mess in my garage and waited until it set up there.
Okay, I'm trying fun silicone. So you mix this one, and then you mix them together, and I'm gonna use this, and then we're gonna use this to pour into this. Haha. Anyway, so here it is. You can't really see it, but there's our little gremlin's hand mold, and we're gonna now mix everything, pour it in there, and wait 8 minutes, and then see if we got a gremlin arm. Never done this before, and I hope it works. All right, have the instructions ready, and this is by weight or volume, so I could do either. Gotta read the safety.
I decided to go by weight and by volume.
There it goes. Haha.
So once it was all mixed up, I went ahead and poured it into the alginate. Now I used this rubber silicone because it wouldn't mess up the alginate. I couldn't use a resin because of the heat would just deteriorate it. And I wanted something a little bit more flexible. Now I should have tinted it pre-hand. It would have made my life a lot easier with the paint jobs. After I poured it in there, what I did is just waited about 30 minutes.
I had some left over, so I did his foot. All right, so it was too cold in the garage. I can't believe I'm saying it's too cold in the garage, but the instructions said that it couldn't be less than 78 degrees or 68, that the idea temperature was 78. So I brought it in the house. I did the messy part in the garage. So there's my arm, there's my little foot. And so I'm gonna be working on the blender now as that's curing. This blender is a vintage blender with a plastic carafe. I don't know what you call this thing. Anyways, I didn't want a glass one because I'm going to be carrying it around a convention. And this thing is kind of heavy. So what I'm going to do is gut it. So I'm going to take it apart, gut it. Then we're going to make some fake gremlin blood guts, whatever you're going to blend in the gremlin blender. And hopefully that will be dry by then.
Tearing apart the blender was really fun, actually. It was really neat to see how the inside was all created and what makes a blender work. Unfortunately, when you do this, if you do this, you have to make sure that you seal it on the inside, because if you do fill it up with something, it's just going to leak right out. I learned that the hard way and had to fix it, but it didn't matter. It still didn't make a big mess.
So this is so cute. I popped out a little gremlin foot. Isn't that cute? I just need to trim away some of the silicone, but look at there. All right, let's do this together, huh? This might be kind of fun just to take it apart and we can just reveal it. I really hope it cured. It said, it said 30 minutes for the silicone, this part. And I let it go for an hour. Gosh, I could just pull this out. I think I am. Oh my gosh. Oh! I could probably make another one. You know what? I think I might. Oh my gosh, is that not the coolest thing ever? Oh my gosh, it's so So if I tinted the rubber silicone before, it would have just been a lot easier for me with the paint. And also I was impatient and I rushed the job too much, so I had some problems with it. So I'm starting off with a little diamond glaze, coloring it up. This will be my base layer. After this dries and it's all secure in there, I will probably pour resin inside up until about here, and then my little leg and my foot will be in there as well. And I'll carry that around with me. This is the finished result at Season Screamings. I took a little video here. The prop knife that I got, and then the resin that hardened inside, and then I stuck those little gremlin hands and feet in there. It was a huge hit. Everyone loved it, and it wasn't too heavy to carry around, so it was exactly what I intended it to look like and wanted it to be, and everyone absolutely loved it. Now, this is a shirt that I matched the best I could to what Billy's mom was wearing. And it is a vintage shirt. It actually still had the tags on it. It is pretty soft and amazing. I feel bad destroying it, but I will honestly never wear this shirt again. And if I'm ever Billy's mom again, I'll just bring it out for that. But look at this. Must have been at Kmart. It looks like a Kmart tag. It was on sale for $6 or $6.99. It's hard to tell. That should do, I think. We'll see. All right, so let's put this all together. Here's Billy's mom, and there's me. So I collected everything, mostly off eBay, finding all the vintage clothes, but I also ordered a lot of stuff off Amazon, and I had Prime, so I didn't have to worry about shipping, and other things I just had laying around the house. Now the props I did spend a little bit more on, making the blender, the resin, the materials, and the blood, so the total would be $180. I already had the gremlin, and I had Gizmo. So let's talk about Billy now. I asked my son to be Billy, and he was perfect as Billy. So I had to find some items for him as well. So the big things were the red jacket and the backpack. I found the jacket off eBay, and we had everything else. We had a wig laying around. I shared my makeup with him. The backpack was $15 off eBay. Everything else we had. And like I said, we already had the gremlin and Gizmo. So his was about $45. And he did a perfect job as Billy. He was a hit. All the kids love him. The adults loved him. He did a good job. Together, Billy's mom and Billy, we were a hit. Everyone loved us. We took so many pictures with people and just had a blast at Season Screamings. I would show up to your party if you wanted. We can have a killer time. So here's a few pictures at Season Screamings. This was in Pasadena. It's put on by Midsummer Scream, and I loved this cosplay. I would do it again. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's one I haven't done before. I do a lot of cosplay, so if you want to see any more, let me know. I'd be happy to show you all my other cosplays I've done. And happy holidays, and stay spooky, my friends.